realize we put our lives on the line. It's blood, sweat, and tears. See, a lot of y'all sit behind a computer and write about us fighters. What the hell is going on with Floyd Mayweather, man?
Man, do we got money or not? I don't know what's going on.
I'm lost.
Man, I seen, I think Stephen A was talking about he was bankrupt.
Floyd's broke. You gotta understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
Stunning turn of events that shook the boxing world, Floyd Mayweather found himself at the center of controversy during a live press conference. Confronted head-on about persistent bankruptcy rumors, the undefeated champion, famous for flaunting his immense wealth, didn't hold back. Slamming his fist on the podium, Mayweather roared, "It's all lies!" His voice thundered through the packed venue as reporters relentlessly pressed for answers, demanding clarity on leaked financial documents and allegations suggesting that his empire may be crumbling behind the scenes.
Floyd Mayweather just signed a deal to lease an apartment in Midtown Manhattan. He's going to be paying $100,000 per month for this place. Here's the apartment, you guys. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, and the place is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. The description says that this is a double unit and it is a corner unit, so you got a ton of natural light in here. Do you think this place is worth $100,000 per month? Why would Floyd spend $100,000 a month on this apartment? If I had to guess, it would be a combination of owning something is just kind of a liability. Plus, I'm pretty sure whenever you rent a place versus buy a place for business purposes, you're able to write off more of that lease payment. So if I had to guess, that $100,000 per month is going to be a pretty big write-off for him based on how he plans to use this place.
The heated press conference confrontation was just the beginning of a much larger story surrounding Floyd Mayweather's financial situation. Despite his emphatic denial of bankruptcy rumors, questions have continued to swirl, fueled by a series of incidents and growing speculation. One major flashpoint came when employees at a Mayweather-branded gym in Los Angeles staged a protest, accusing him of failing to pay their wages.
Hard work, dedication, no pay. Literally slavery. Dedication, no pay. Hard work, dedication, no pay. I believe. No, this is real. No pay.
Where's Money Mayweather? Hard work,
Dedication.
no pay.
Fuel to the rumors, Mayweather's recent sale of several multi-million-dollar properties sparked further speculation about his financial stability. In an attempt to silence critics, Mayweather posted a video on social media showcasing his real estate holdings across the United States.
The Money Mayweather is at it again. This time, not in the ring, but in the real estate market. The undefeated boxing champ just sold his Miami Beach mansion for a jaw-dropping $22 million. Let's break down the numbers and see why Floyd's still living up to his nickname. Mayweather originally bought this stunning waterfront property in 2021 for $18 million. Fast forward 3 years and he's walking away with a cool $4 million profit. Not bad, right? And here's a fun twist. The buyer is taking on a $13 million mortgage, which comes with monthly payments of nearly $99,000. Now, let's talk about the mansion itself. It's a 3-story masterpiece, spanning over 9,000 square feet with 9 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. But the amenities? Next level, a 5,000 square foot rooftop with panoramic view.
During a 2017 press conference promoting his fight with Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather directly addressed rumors about his financial troubles by dramatically unveiling an uncashed $100 million check, his guaranteed earnings from his 2015 bout with Manny Pacquiao. The move was meant to silence speculation about his wealth and unpaid taxes. Mayweather claimed he had already paid $26 million to the IRS for 2015 and questioned why his finances were still under scrutiny. However, Reports later surfaced, showing that he had requested a temporary reprieve from the IRS due to liquidity issues and eventually settled a tax liability, exceeding $6.6 million for 2017.
He's like the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated, but I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated, and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys telling me something new. If you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA.
Well, do you
I mean, if you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made $300 million in one night? Have you ever made $100 million in one night? Have you ever made $70 million in one night? So, as far as trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. I'm a legend, a living legend. You know, I gave just sport of boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. I had a tremendous team. I had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for Conor McGregor need to go out there and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect.
Well,
I mean, once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so large you don't even see ants.
Mayweather, his evolution from pretty boy to Money Mayweather, was a masterful strategy that transformed his image and skyrocketed his appeal. By embracing the role of the villain, he drew in both fans and critics, turning every fight into a can't-miss spectacle. His flashy displays of wealth and relentless trash talk weren't just antics. They were calculated moves to fuel excitement and boost pay-per-view numbers. Whether people tuned in to celebrate his victories or to hope for his downfall, they were still watching and paying.
Riddle is believed to be genetic because his dad broke his hand and his uncle broke his hand. Yeah, they were all boxers and them boys could throw hands. But that does not mean he had it easy. You see, his dad sold a bunch of stuff and his mom did a bunch of stuff. So to escape his traumatic childhood, all he would do is train day in and day out. He said, I had to take care of my mom. But he trained so much because it's all he knew that his hands started to hurt. Now, during a match, he breaks his hand. It turns out that both of his hands were severely injured. They told him, Floyd, you not boxing anymore. He said, nah, I'm finna box. They said, no, you're not hearing me. The problem is you already beat everybody your size. Listen, Floyd had a bigger issue. He needed to start boxing people that were way bigger than him because everybody his size couldn't hang with him. So if his hands were breaking against smaller guys, against bigger guys, he better have no arms. So Mayweather's team said we need to switch things up. This dude, Mayweather's promoter, said switch things. What not? Everything's saying the same, stupid. He said unless y'all got $750K, the exit your contract is done. Mayweather said here. He said what? I don't pay you that much. Mayweather said I've been saving up for this day. He said, oh, okay, big dog, you got it. So they devised a plan. Go from pretty boy to Money. See, pretty boy loved to throw hands, but Money was a defensive specialist. In fact, he's easily considered as the greatest defensive boxer of all time. But that wasn't the only reason he changed his name. Look at that man's face. See, Mayweather was known to talk smack and aggravate people, but this made things even worse because now he's blocking and running away. So people was like, you doing all this talking, but you running. But as he's moving away, he's throwing in some hits here and there. And before you know, when the fight's over, he lands so many more hits that he always wins. So people would always say, Mayweather, you boring. You not throwing hands for real. But his reply was always, nah, do something about it. So people lost it. They started paying to see him lose. But this strategy was none other than Muhammad Ali's strategy. In his words, he would talk so much trash that people would pay to see him lose. And they would get disappointed every time. So they would come back next time and spend some more money. But the only person winning is Muhammad Ali. So this turns Mayweather into one of the richest athletes of all time. Why? Because of his
Mayweather has long embraced a philosophy of enjoying his wealth in the moment. In a 2015 interview, he stated, "Everything you've got to own costs money. Everything you do costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free." He stressed that money is meant to be spent, not saved, and that he finds fulfillment in providing his family with a comfortable life.
You can use the IV to mask performance-enhancing drugs. That's why they outlawed it.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather was on PEDs the entire time? Oh my goodness, I'm so surprised.
I know you saw it put out, they gave you a TUE.
I mean, with any fighters, some fighters take Pedialytes. Let me touch on that subject.
Just rehydrate.
When a fighter's
well, my question is this,
because my urine, you don't really like, my urine was dark, extremely dark.
For him to test less than 1%, something is wrong.
Floyd, what are your thoughts on testosterone replacement therapy? Do you know anything about it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Testosterone replacement therapy, you haven't heard us talk about the juice?
I don't know.
Okay.